Okay, just stop for fuel, and I've decided the major thing on fuel is this working? Because I went to flip up my visor and knocked the bloody camera off. So I'd put the camera on to its mount, but it was only the magnet, yet again, that had kept it on all those miles. Yet when I touched it to try and lift my visor with my big thick wet gloves on, I knocked it off just as I was pulling at the petrol station to disembark the vehicle as quickly as possible in case a car could be behind it and run it over. Anyway, I decided to put the camera back on, so hopefully getting this, because I thought we've got a bit more of a faster road, one of the cracking West Cumbria air roads. Yeah, there is some cracking roads in Cumbria, like this. So a lesser used air roads, and they're just a joy to ride. They're usually good nick. Got some nice sweeping bends on them, enough to keep you interested, if you know what I mean. Now I can't do anything about when I was mentioning about suspension to see if suspension is as awful as the Continental GT, because well, look at the bloody roads, and it's a new bike and new tyres and stuff like that. But we'll give you some sort of idea. So it might be one of those embarrassing situations where cars are passing me. Although I'm nearly touching the speed limit and it feels fine. So, you know, what do you do? The Continental is actually suspension for me, for a ride. He's up to the job. Nothing that I've got any intention of changing just at the moment for myself at legal speed limits. So occasionally when my attention has slipped and I've started to get too excited, I've noticed a bit of weaving if you're doing an excess of the speed limit. Well, I might as well go to my favourite seaside town, even though I don't think there's much shopping to be had here. Do you need to see any of this? No, it's not a bad road. Yeah, it seems pretty. It seems agile. You've got to say that it does, given the limitations of where we actually are and what we're doing at the moment. But there is that. I've got to a point now where I can't remember exactly what the ride will be like on the Himalayan here. So, can I say it? Yeah, going back to that earlier point about the... So we've got all those bumpy roads, twisted turning, rhinos and hard knock. And all that had to come before and after that. And that magnet on the GT, the DJI held up. It was only big Mr. Clumsy Thumbs here that knocked it off. I think that's happened before, you know. I'm pretty sure that's been the situation in the past. this is a weird place. Right, so here, there's a sign that takes you to the Seascale. Calder Gate, it's called. And I thought, I'm going to have a look at Calder Gate. Maybe, maybe that's a strange name for a town. But actually, what it is it's just an entrance to Sellafield, which is a nuclear facility that is being decommissioned at the moment. And it's just that's it. There's just like this big industrial sort of place, and it's quite a long road to get there as well. And so, I went down, and then you could see all the security cameras turning towards me. I ended up trying to set my compass, set the compass up on the Himalayan, and I'd heard that if you go around in figure of eights, it will recalibrate itself. So I was doing figure of eights in the big car park, which was empty, and that didn't seem to do it, so I pushed it around doing figure of eights, and I was there for a good half hour trying to do this. Yeah, just weird. I was just thinking, the guys watching the security camera thinking, what the hell is that guy doing? So there's a co-op here, but co-ops usually pretty rubbish for food. I mean, coffee's a reasonable price. What I was wanting to buy also was a new SD card. Now let's have a look and see what my favourite seaside town looks like. This is probably the worst weather I've ever been to it. I don't know if that's right or not. Nothing coming, you look in the mirror. But Salt Cafe is open, which is good. And Mawson's is open as well, which is also good. Two excellent cafes. Tide's in. I'm going to attempt to do, you could do that. A little bit more than two carriageways. It says I can go in here, look. Right, nearly did it again with the camera. Got to be very careful about that. It's actually not. Is it raining? Somebody working on a roof up there. It can't be that bad of weather. I'm taking up 2 spaces here. It's one of the smallest vehicle looking car park. I'll tell you what I might do. I might get a shot of it sideways on. No, you're not going to see the sea anyway. Let's have a quick look. Well, what I can say is, yeah, I'm so glad I've had this bike. They've lent me this bike because it's ruled it out. If I was getting another one of those engines, I would get another Himalayan. It's a nice bike, it's a lovely looking bike, but it's not as good as the Himalayan. In my opinion, my humble opinion would say that the Himalayan is a more practical motorbike. But I'm really glad that I'm on it. If I had an ultimate garage, I'd have one as well, just for a quick zip down to the shops or to the cafe or something. Or even, I don't know what it'll be like off-road, but I'm not taking somebody else's bike off-road. So it's a bit lighter than the Himalayan. It might be better off-road. Anyway, bye for now.